Good evening. I wrote, 5 pages of stuff here for me to tell you guys. All right, so it says here, welcome. I am honored to stand before you because it's been an honor to work with these students, and I've enjoyed it immensely, actually. We appreciate you taking your time to come and watch the performance. The amazing cast members have worked hard and are very excited and ready. We do ask that you make sure your cell phones are turned off or silenced during the program. The play is not long, so we do not offer an intermission. It's only about a little over an hour. And so please keep all children out of the aisles because cast members will be in the aisles at times. All right, and we're going to go ahead and pray, and then we'll begin. Dear Lord, we just thank you for today. I pray that you just bless the efforts of the students. And I pray, Lord, that you'll just help us have a good time. We thank you for your honor and glory, for allowing us to do this. And thank you for all that you do. Be with the mics and the sounds and the cues and the words and help everything to come together just to give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
All aboard! West Coast 515, Beverly, Los Angeles is now departing in platform 2. Departure in 15 minutes. All aboard the West Coast 518.
I can't believe this day has finally arrived. The day I get to head to Los Angeles with the love of my life on our honeymoon. Can you believe that we've already been married for 3 whole weeks, Caleb?
It feels like only yesterday that my beautiful bride became my beautiful wife. I can't wait to spend the next 10 days exploring Los Angeles with you, Rachel.
Walking along the beach,
Visiting all the museums,
going on all the rides at Disneyland.
seeing all the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm so excited.
I've been looking forward to this trip every minute of every day since our wedding. I don't want anything to spoil our wonderful honeymoon together.
Well, we'd better hurry up and get our tickets. We don't want to miss the train. 2 tickets for Los Angeles.
Elliot entered the train station. The platform was brightly lit against the dimming light of the waning day. People were moving to and fro, hustling and bustling to reach their destinations. Elliot approached the ticket counter, eager to begin his own journey.
May I help you, sir?
As Elliot approached the counter, the young ticket seller asked, "May I help you, sir?" Elliot replied, "Why, yes, thank you. May I please have 1 ticket to Los Angeles?"
Sir, are you saying that you'll purchase a ticket to Los Angeles?
Elliot sighed in frustration at the ticket seller, who didn't seem to understand his simple request to purchase a ticket to Los Angeles. It was imperative that Elliot get to Los Angeles the next day to meet with his publisher and present his latest collection of short stories.
Sir, if I have your attention for one moment, I'm not sure if I understand.
Yes, I need to purchase a ticket to Los Angeles. I just said that.
My apologies, sir. I'm not sure if you're speaking to me or to your notepad right here.
As a writer, I need to be constantly aware of my surroundings. Even everyday conversations and interactions can find their way into the written world.
I see. Well, here's your ticket. Enjoy to Los Angeles, sir.
With the ticket finally in hand, Elliot made his way to the boarding platform. As the warm evening wind swirled about,
How may I help you, sir?
One for Los Angeles.
Yes, sir. Are you keeping your phone book with you, or should we check that bag?
My equipment goes where I go. You never know when the opportunity to use it will arise. You need to be prepared.
I don't think there'd be an opportunity to play basketball on a train, sir.
I did become Mike Umbar, the top sports recruiter in the Western Conference, with that type of attitude.
Excuse me, I think the pursuit of knowledge should be held in more esteem than the pursuit of basketball championships, especially at a university. I hope the students you recruit understand the value of receiving an education and do not think the entirety of their college experience should be spent at a gymnasium seeking the approval of mindless sports fans.
How dare you talk about sports that way? Sports provide teamwork, physical fitness, critical thinking, and so much more. Just who do you think you are?
Professor Holly Barnes, University of Utah, Department of Physics and Astronomy. While you spend your time recruiting people to run around a basketball court in circles, I spend my time researching the night sky.
Isn't it a little bright in Los Angeles to be researching the night sky?
For your information, I'm going to the city to give a presentation on the Perseids at the Griffith Observatory. The meteor shower was particularly spectacular this August due to the setting of the waxing crescent moon.
And you think I'm the crazy one? You're speaking gibberish, nerd.
Neanderthal.
We have the next 2 customers, please.
Good evening. One for Los Angeles, please.
I'm heading to Los Angeles too. One for Los Angeles, please. I'm Abby Wells.
Dr. Lauren Maloney, nice to meet you.
You're a doctor? You know, I study medicine. Well, veterinary medicine. I'm heading to Los Angeles to get experience as an aquatic vet tech. It's a little hard to study marine life in Utah, but I bet you could teach me a lot.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but I'm an emergency room physician, not a veterinarian. I'm not sure I'll be able to help you much with your marine studies.
But so much of medicine can be applied across disciplines. I read that in my Introduction to Marine Studies book. I think they were talking about animal studies, but I mean, humans are similar to mammals, right?
Listen, I do love my job, but everybody needs some time off. Wouldn't you agree? I'm spending my time off visiting some family in Los Angeles, and truly work is the last thing I want to think about while I'm there. It was nice meeting you, though.
Next customer, please.
Hey there, friend. One for the city of sunflowers and sunshine.
I'm sorry, where, sir?
The city of angels, the big orange, la la land.
I'm afraid I still don't understand.
He means Los Angeles. Can you please stop that tapping? I've been reading the same paragraph over and over again the whole time we've been in line. I can't concentrate with all that racket. I also need one ticket to Los Angeles, please.
Why so serious, my newspaper reading friend? Let's take you out to the West Coast.
I'm not your friend. I'm Owen Casey, private investigator, and I'm trying to read this article on bank fraud, but you seem very intent on stopping me from doing that.
Private investigator, huh? Sounds pretty exciting. You know, music can be pretty exciting too, just a different kind of way.
Yeah, definitely in a different kind of way. And since you'll probably tell me anyway, what takes you to the coast? Peace and love?
Well, my friend, I'm off to the coast to play myself to the top. I'm going to become the next musical sensation. This guitar is my ticket to the good life. You know, it won't be long before you see my name, Nelson Henry. That newspaper there, yours, friend.
I'm not your friend, and stop that racket.
Next customers, please.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense, Jennifer. You can't base the entire success of a restaurant on the desserts alone. It's not a cafe or a bakery. It's a restaurant, and my entrees will be the main feature.
You aren't even listening to me, Derek. That's not what I said at all. Our restaurant would survive if we built it as just another seafood place in Los Angeles. It has to have that special flair, and that flair will be found in my dessert.
Oh, spoken like a true pastry chef. Always making yourself the center of attention. Well, I'm the executive chef, and the owners told me I could take the restaurant in any direction I wanted to when they hired us to be the new chef team.
Exactly, chef. Team, as in both of us, not the Chef Derek show.
Do you need good tickets? We need to join movie.
Sorry, my husband always seems to think he's the center of attention both in and out of the kitchen. 2 for Los Angeles, please.
Jennifer, if we're ever going to get this restaurant off the ground, I think you need to realize I deserve to be the center of attention in the kitchen.
What do you not understand about the word team?
Next 2 customers, please.
This place is just disgusting. Just look around. It's too hot. That train is making smoke. And is that sand blowing around the floor? This is not a place I should be expected to set foot in.
Isabella, we've been over this. We have to take the train to Los Angeles as a part of your next movie, Sunset on the Rails. West Coast Railway is a company providing the trains for the film, and they said they won't have their name appearing unless they were actually seen riding one of their trains for publicity. It's in your contract.
Well, Lucy, I have no idea why you would agree to that. You're supposed to look out for my interests, and this is not something a movie star would be interested in.
I'm your assistant, Isabella, not your agent. He's the one who agreed to this. Besides, I'm sure it won't be as bad as you're making it out to be.
Excuse me, miss, but those ladies were in line before you. Please step to the side.
Do you know who I am? I'm Isabella Madison, star of One More Day, which is currently the top-grossing film in Iceland, Greenland, and Norway. I don't step aside, and I certainly don't wait in lines with people. People wait in lines for me.
This is ridiculous. You don't get to just cut in line because you made some foreign film that no one's ever even heard of.
It's fine. Take care of them. We can wait.
Don't worry about it. We'll get to the counter in a minute.
She can't just cut in line because she made some foreign film no one's ever even heard of. She deserves to wait in line behind you. You're the CEO of Salt Lake Pharmaceuticals.
Yes, Jillian, and you are my assistant. And as a CEO, I'm telling you not to worry about it.
And that's final. I don't care if the only sleeper cars you have left house 2 people. I demand my own. And when is dinner? I'm just famished from this whole ordeal.
Dinner will be served tonight at 7 o'clock in the dining car, and breakfast will be served tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
The food on this train had better be prepared by competent chefs. The last thing I need on this venture is substandard cuisine, and I had better have my own table in the dining car. I will absolutely not have my meals ruined by whatever other nonsensical people are on this ridiculous train trip.
I apologize for the inconvenience, ladies. Thank you for your patience. Where are you heading?
No, it's fine. It wasn't your fault. 2 tickets for Los Angeles, please.
Certainly. And would you check any of your bags?
No, thank you. We need to go straight to our business meeting with Sunset Pharmaceuticals as soon as the train arrives. And I don't want to have to wait for the baggage to be unloaded.
Why can't we just fly there, Miss Millen? We could have had plenty of time to get ready for your presentation. Or should I say your takeover? This will be the 3rd company that Salt Lake Pharmaceuticals has acquired this year.
You know we can't take our samples on the plane. I always worry that the change in air pressure will ruin them, and then our presentation will fall flat. This is a big acquisition for us, Jillian, and we can't have anything go wrong.
Of course, you're right, Miss Millen, as always.
All aboard! West Coast 515, Beverly, Los Angeles is now on their final boarding call. Departure in 5 minutes. All aboard the West Coast 518.
Hey. I need one ticket on the 518.
Ticket to Los Angeles, sir?
It doesn't matter where it's headed. It only matters that Isabel Madison is on it. That means I gotta be on it too.
Forgive me, sir. But why must you be on a train with her?
Because I'm Sydney Bennett, paparazzo extraordinaire. I heard she had to ride a train for her new contract, and I followed her here to Salt Lake City on her movie tour. I've been sitting in the station for 3 days waiting for her to show up.
We're well aware.
Oh, well, my patience has paid off because I watched every person board this train, and no one else is here on assignment. Photos of her throwing her tantrums are going to skyrocket me to the top.
All aboard! West Coast 518, Beverly, Los Angeles is now departing.
The dining car could be best described as quaint. The 4 tables, each adorned in modest drapery, stood anxiously awaiting the arrival of their occupants, eager to fulfill their purpose. The staff member moved about, excitedly seeing to activities.
Good evening, sir. The dining car has assigned seating. May I see your ticket, please?
Elliot was startled by the arrival of the steward. He had not realized that he would need to bring his ticket to dinner with him, and was frightfully unprepared for the conversational exchange.
Excuse me, sir. If you could just tell me your sleeping cabin number, I can check my list here and tell you your seating assignment. We posted a chart by the door, but you arrived beforehand.
I like to be the first to arrive in group settings. It gives me the opportunity to make as many observations as possible for my short stories. I'm Elliot Williams, writer, sleeping cabin 14.
Ah, yes, Mr. Williams. Turns out cabin 14 is actually assigned to this table. May I bring you anything else to drink while you wait?
Elliot was pleased with the good fortune of selecting the table at which he was supposed to sit. As he desired no other beverage than the water that was already provided, the remaining waitstaff returned to the kitchen to continue with their dinner preparations.
And it says right here that working on a beach rescue can be just as taxing and stressful as working in an emergency room. I told you, there is so much you can teach me.
Yes, I do imagine rescuing an injured sea creature on the beach can be a very stressful situation. But as I said before, I'd really like to enjoy my travels in peace. Okay, cabin 6, table 2.
Oh my goodness, I'm at table 2 with you. I'm going to have the best time on this trip.
At least one of us will.
I truly hope you're not planning to entertain the diners with that instrument, are you?
Well,
Some
you
of us
never-
came to the dining car to actually dine.
You never know when inspiration will strike, my friend. Some people find that listening to music while dining is such an enjoyable experience.
That's true. I've been trying to convince my husband that adding tasteful live music to our restaurant would be a big draw for patrons, but he thinks it would detract from the atmosphere.
Is your husband on the train, friend? I would love to talk to him about the benefits of dining and music and how I may be the key to your success to that restaurant of yours.
Well, he's supposed to be meeting me here for dinner, but he ran off as soon as we got here to go. Who knows where, but I'm not going to wait for him. He can just come find me later. But it was nice to meet you.
Oh, Nelson Henry, musical sensation. Well, I'll keep my eye open for your husband, and maybe you can talk to him about providing my services.
The same train and now the same table? What does a guy have to do to get a break around here?
Oh, come on, friend. You have to give our friendship a chance. We're gonna have a great time.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
Well, you never know when you might need a friend. As a matter of fact, I know a song about that.
Please don't.
Well, perhaps my writing friend might like a nice dinner tune. I was just telling him how much music can enhance the dining experience.
Table regaling him in song. However, he decided to give in, as arguing would likely only delay the song's inevitable arrival.
Why so serious, friends?
I'm not your friend. Do you even know what the word serious means? I mean, how do you expect to launch your music career being this passive?
Okay, I think we got off on the wrong foot here. I'm very, very, very serious about my music. So, where will I get? You alright? Where will I get if I'm so serious? Where I can't even make a friend, or I have my face stuck in a nose pad all the time. I want to enjoy my journey.
You may want to enjoy the journey, but I want to record it. Writers need a great deal of material to create and work from, and recording day-to-day activities helps with that.
Hey, you know, in some ways, being a private investigator is just like that. Like in this bank fraud case I was just investigating, the scheme was very complex. There was lots of moving players in the game. And if I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings, I never would have realized it was a security guard walking the bonds right out the front door.
Okay, so perhaps no dinner music, friends. Maybe I can channel some of that serious energy at this table to write a serious song. Can I borrow a piece of paper, friend?
He's not your friend either. None of us are your friends.
Our first honeymoon meal, darling. And look, we're at table 1.
And we're in cabin 1. It must be because we boarded the train first.
I think it's because you're my number 1, and I'm your number 1.
You two must be on your honeymoon. No one who's been married longer than a week would be acting like that.
We are on a honeymoon, and we've been married for 3 whole weeks, and we love each other as much as ever.
Are you married?
Yes, I am, though I seem to be flying solo at the moment. Where on earth is Derek? Dinner's about to be served soon.
I'm sure your case of samples would have been just fine in the cabin, Miss Millen. After all, the cabin door locks and the case has a lock on it too, and you're the only one with a key to the case.
You're probably right, but as I said before, this acquisition is just too important to leave anything to chance. No samples, no presentation, no acquisition. I'll just slip it under the table where it won't bother anyone while we eat, and I'll feel much better.
Of course, you're right, Miss Millen, as always.
That's a lovely camera you have there. Are you a professional photographer? I'm sure you can get some lovely shots of the scenery while we travel.
Yeah, somewhat, but the only thing I want to photograph is right here on the train with us.
Wait, I recognize you from the train station. Why are you just sitting around if you had a train to catch?
Can you keep it down? Trying to photograph Isabella Madison, movie star. I gotta sit down before she gets here and sees me.
Paparazzo, eh? Those people cause all sorts of trouble for good athletes. They just need to leave people in peace.
Seems to me that if people don't want the attention of the media, then perhaps they should choose careers that are less high profile.
Another crack at athletes. Just because nobody's interested in what you do doesn't make what we do less important.
I believe I said people in general. You're the one who brought up athletes. You're completely insufferable.
Didn't I see y'all two arguing earlier? What's going on?
We're just having a bit of a disagreement about academics. I think that the pursuit of knowledge is the most noble endeavor. Coach here does not.
You know, I never actually said that studying wasn't important.
Yes, you did at the ticket counter.
Nope, I said I was a sports recruiter, and you started right in about how dumb sports are. I never even got a word in edgewise. I went to college on a sports scholarship, to study. I would have made it to college without that scholarship.
And what's your degree in? A bachelor's in being loud and obnoxious?
You know, it is important for people to be mentally and physically fit. It's also important for marine life. I read that some species of marine life like to play games with each other and are even smart enough to make tools for themselves. Isn't that neat?
I have to agree with Abby here. As doctors, we frequently tell patients that physical and mental equity are both very important. I often see patients in the emergency room who could have prevented injury by either being in better shape or by using their minds to prevent injury-causing situations in the first place.
See, the good doctor here says people need to use their minds when engaging in physical activity.
Yeah, I'm sure that looking up at the stars while you run will really help avoid injury.
And there you go again.
Derek, there you are. What were you doing in the kitchen?
Well, I'm a chef, aren't I? I was doing market research for our restaurant.
In the kitchen of a train?
You need to be more open-minded, Jennifer. You never know what you can learn from new situations.
This from the man who has shot down every one of my ideas.
Okay, don't listen to her. We're just pretty on edge because of the new restaurant we're opening.
You guys own a restaurant? That sounds exciting.
Well, technically, we don't own the restaurant. The owner is one of those investment real estate type sorts. He bought the restaurant as a side project, thinking it would be easy to run, but he learned very quickly it's not that easy, and that's where we come in.
Yeah, he's letting us totally design everything, right down to the paint on the walls and even the napkin color. And we're hoping that if this goes well, that we can buy the restaurant in the future.
Was it hard going into business with your spouse? I mean, Rachel and I love spending time together, but we go to 2 separate jobs during the day.
Well, it has been difficult, and we have been arguing a lot recently.
You're right. Let's try to enjoy the rest of our trip. One night without talking to the restaurant, okay? We can pick this up tomorrow.
Sounds good to me. So, what sights are you guys planning to see on your honeymoon?
Oh, there you are, Isabella. Did you really have to change your outfit again? The one you wore before was just fine for dinner.
A movie star belongs to the public, Lucy. These people might have already seen me today. They expect me to change my outfit.
Okay, well, we need to get seated. I checked the chart. We're at table 3.
Lucy, who are these people sitting at my table?
I'm not sure, Isabella. The other people assigned to the table, what's the matter?
You might recall that when we purchased our tickets on this ill-conceived journey, that I demanded my own dining table. I will not be forced to interact with these commoners.
With all due respect, Ms. Madison, this tantrum is really not necessary. I assure you that Jillian and myself will be perfect, amicable dinner companions.
Really? This is the second time today you've talked down to us. No one deserves to be treated like this, and no one deserves to be called commoners either.
Please, Miss Madison. Well, as you can see, the dining car is already full to capacity. We want to accommodate your every request, but we can't make more tables appear. Won't you take a seat so we can serve the meal? Everyone is quite hungry.
Please, Isabella, you don't even have to talk then. Please just have a seat.
Well then, you had all better be prepared to give me everything I demand for the remainder of this journey, or none of you will be employed after this trip. I'm Isabella Madison, and I deserve to be treated as such.
She can't keep treating you like this. If this was a pharmaceutical conference, you could make demands like her. She has no idea who she's talking to.
Jillian, please. We cannot always choose who we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. We will be the more mature people in the situation and be better for it. Now let's sit down and at least try to enjoy our meal.
I don't think we ever actually introduced. I'm Lucy Blake, Isabella's assistant. We're pleased to meet you.
A pleasure. I am Avery Millens, CEO of Salt Lake City Pharmaceuticals, and this is my assistant, Jillian Hills.
Oh, I've heard of that company. It's an honor to meet the CEO.
Miss Millen is the youngest CEO in the company's history and has grown the corporation more during her time here than the last 3 CEOs combined.
Yes. Thank you. You know, she makes it sound more exciting than it really is, though. It's a challenge to grow a small company, and our current growth is only happening because of the work all the others before me have put in.
Still, those are some impressive accomplishments. Did you study business?
Actually, she studied chemistry. Most of our own pharmaceutical designs are based on her chemical designs.
Again, thank you, Jillian. After the previous CEO retired, the board of directors thought it'd be a positive change to have someone making the decisions who understood how the products we sell actually work. I did end up doing some business studies, but Jillian is a big help with the business side of things.
That's really interesting. I studied business management and would definitely not know anything about pharmaceuticals, so I see what the board of directors are thinking. It seems like that's working well for them.
You studied business management to get bossed around by a demanding movie diva.
Jillian!
No, it's okay. I get that a lot. Actually, Isabella and I were friends in high school, and then we went to the same college. When she started getting parts and guest TV appearances, she asked me to be her assistant because she knows nothing about business, and to be honest, I really needed a job. She didn't start to get like this until that movie of hers really took off. Working with Isabella is great for now, but one day I'd like to get into a different line of business.
I'm a doctor. Is everyone all right? Does anyone need medical attention?
What is the meaning of this? My dinner is ruined, and my clothing is spoiled.
Hey, I'm a private investigator. Maybe I can help.
Passengers moved about the dining car frantically, each trying to make sense of the sudden events.
I can't see anything. We're too far away from the front of the train. You know, someone should go out there and check things out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on to my first letting friend! Whoa! We should probably stay put until we figure out what's going on.
That would be your solution, wouldn't it? Just use brute force, climb out of the car, and run headlong into a potential dangerous situation.
And you know, if it were up to you, we would sit here forever waiting for that information. Take some action.
We've been here for only moments. Some patience would benefit you.
Hey, everyone just listen up. We went to the front of the train, and the conductor said there was a rock slide on the tracks. But they already had people cleaning it up, and we should be on our way in no time.
We greatly apologize for the inconvenience. If you guys would like to all go to your rooms, freshen up, then return to the dining car, we can clean this mess up and serve the meal again.
Come on, Isabella. Let's go back to your room and change your outfit. Isabella, seriously, it's not so bad. You brought lots of clothes. Isabella?
Watch out! I'm a doctor. Watch out!
Miss Madison, everyone back up. Give them some space. Are you taking pictures? Stop that. You, pass me that glass of water. You, give me some napkins. You, I need your coat to use as a blanket. You, call 911. Thank you. Lauren, I have supplies. How can I help?
There's nothing you can do.
I can sew. I have lots of skills.
Abby, listen to me. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing I can do. She's dead.
I can't believe Isabella's dead. It's just awful.
I know, she was so young, and she wasn't sick or anything.
Man, nothing like somebody dying or two in a feel-good atmosphere with dinner friends.
Lucy, I'm so sorry about Isabella. I know the two of you said you were friends for a long time.
I don't even know how this happened. She was completely fine all day. Even at dinner, she seemed fine. And then all of a sudden, she just dies. It just doesn't make any sense.
Did she hit her head when the train stopped suddenly, or choke on what she was eating?
I doubt it. If something like that were to happen, she would have made a scene, and we all would have known about it.
What is the matter with you all? A young woman drops dead and you make jokes about her?
I'm sure no one meant to make a joke, right, everyone?
Yeah.
He just mentioned that Isabella didn't mention getting sick or getting injured. She didn't react like she was choking.
Well, there's no cell reception here. We must be too far in the mountains right now. I'm having no luck getting a call through to the authorities, but train personnel are trying to get a hold of someone over the radio, and I've put me in charge of the investigation in the meantime. Lauren, did you notice any injuries or any other clues about how she might have died? I mean, you're the medical expert here.
Well, actually, Abby and I were just discussing that. When I tried CPR, I didn't notice her airway was clear, which just proves the fact that she may have choked, and I didn't see any injuries of any type.
Well, can you determine the cause of death?
It appears her heart just stopped. Unfortunately, I have no way of determining what caused that to happen.
Lucy, did Isabella have any history of heart disease? Was she taking any medication?
No, she was totally healthy. The last time she had a checkup was a while ago, but it was completely fine. We didn't pick up any medicine for this trip at all. If she would have taken any, I would have known about it. Isabel hates taking any kind of drug at all.
Do you think it was something she ate? Should we be worried?
I don't think we have to worry about that. I mean, we all ate the same thing and no one else is affected. And I can't think of any foods that make your heart just stop. I mean, some kinds of fish do. And I mean, food poisoning can be serious, but it isn't instantaneous.
So let me get this straight. Isabella had no history of heart disease or illness of any kind. She didn't hurt herself when the train suddenly stopped. And she didn't eat anything that might have gotten her sick. Her heart just stopped.
Hold on. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
It seems so unlikely.
You don't really think.
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm saying I don't think this was an accident. I'm saying I think Isabella Madison was murdered.
Elliot could hardly contain his shock and surprise. Murder on the 518? Improbable, but not impossible. The passengers began to speculate as they tried to process this sudden revelation.
You really think someone here could have murdered her? I mean, all of us are right here when it happened. Wouldn't we have seen something?
Rachel and I definitely did not plan to murder anyone. Romantic trips do not involve dead bodies on the dining car.
Wait a minute, romantic friend. Not everybody was here in the dining car when our famous movie star friend died.
Nelson's right. Derek and Jennifer ran off to the kitchen when the train stopped, and Owen followed the waiter out. How can we know what they were up to while they were gone?
Elliot is right. I did leave the car. I went to find out why the train had stopped. But think about it. If I left the room, when would I have been close enough to Isabella to harm her? And what would my motive have been to hurt her anyway? Any investigator worth his salt knows you need two things for crime: opportunity and motive. And I didn't have either one. The people who were actually in the room the whole time had much more of an opportunity.
Yeah, and we went to the kitchen to make sure that the sudden stop didn't start a fire or injure anyone. I mean, we are chefs, you know.
And besides, what motive would we have even had? Isabella didn't do anything to us.
You didn't seem too happy with the scene in which she declared you a commoner.
Well, neither did you, and that seems like motivation for a professor to get pretty upset.
Oh, please. Someone like myself get upset over something as frivolous as a minor insult? Seems highly unlikely. Besides, there are far stronger, more common people present.
Again with the insults. Somehow being athletic makes me a murderer? You heard the doc. Isabella wasn't injured. Are you saying she's lied to all of us?
Lauren is absolutely not lying. I was with her the entire time, and Isabella wasn't hurt.
Don't you study fish? How would you even know if something was wrong? Besides, the doctor is the one who went from person to person after the train stopped. She had the most opportunity.
I don't appreciate your insinuation. I'm a doctor. A crisis happened and I jumped in to help. And while I have no desire to participate in this absurd debate, I feel the need to point out that you and your boss represent a pharmaceutical company, which would give you both access to potentially life-threatening materials. Wouldn't that make you both prime suspects of foul play?
Absolutely not. Pharmacists take a note too, you know. My goal is to never do harm with my products. I would never use my company's resources to intentionally hurt someone.
What about Elliot? A good murder would be just the thing he needed for a great story. After all, he did say a murder would be a great story material.
I am much too busy recording events to be a part of them. And, besides, from what I have written down, it seems that Lucy would be the most likely suspect of any foul play.
That's crazy. Isabella was my best friend.
She may have been your best friend, but she treated you very poorly, ordering you around, making unrealistic demands, and you followed her around everywhere. You had the best opportunity and the best motive.
She's right. Pressure like that can make people do some crazy things.
Yeah, we also how badly Isabella treated you, and you still call her your best friend. What sense does that make?
Okay, everyone, you're all forgetting one very important thing. Okay, Lucy had opportunity and motive, but she's not the only one. Lucy's not the only one who follows Isabella around everywhere. She's not the only one who relies on Isabella for their career. In fact, Lucy's career would be over if Isabella died. But Sydney's career would skyrocket. I mean, think about it. The money he would make from having exclusive photos of Isabella Madison's death would take him straight to the top.
Guys, I didn't kill this woman.
You must admit, Sydney, Owen makes a compelling argument for your participation in this crime. Can you definitely prove you were not involved?
Okay, I know I got a little excited at the mention of the word murder, but that doesn't mean I wanted her dead, and yeah, I'm going to profit from this, but wouldn't all of you get a little excited about something that would improve your careers? Most of you guys are going to Los Angeles for work.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not convinced. I'm gonna have to confiscate your camera.
My camera? No way. And why?
You say you didn't do this, and I do want to believe you. Innocent till proven guilty, right? Well, you've been taking pictures all night. You may have got one that can help us find the actual cause of Isabella's death.
Okay, but I'm staying with you while we look through them. I go where my camera goes.
I'd like to join you both while you look. If the cause of Isabella's death does turn out to be something we all came into contact with, I'd like to find out as soon as possible.
I'll come too. You know, this is a lot like trying to help a sick animal. The animal can't tell you why it's sick. You have to look around for the answer.
Sure it is.
You really think that Sir Sidney might have caught the murderer on his camera when all of us here didn't see anything?
Well, we weren't looking for a murderer when the event actually happened. Now, we have the opportunity to go back knowing exactly what we're looking for. So Sydney's obsession with taking pictures of Isabella might end up helping her after all.
Hey, don't you think we should do something with his body? I'm no expert, but I don't think we should leave it in the middle of the dining car until we get to Los Angeles tomorrow.
Fair point. But if this was a murder, I'd hate to disturb the crime scene. But we can't very well leave it here.
Can we all just stop calling Isabella it? Lucy, maybe you should go back to your room and lie down.
Hold on, my business lady friend. You think it's a smart idea to separate from each other if there's a murderer among us?
I have to agree with Nelson, especially since we don't know who the dangerous person is.
Well, you know what? I think this is all ridiculous. All I want is to get to Los Angeles and have a nice honeymoon. I have a very hard time believing anyone here would have murdered anyone else. Lucy, how about you stay with us?
Are you sure? I mean, I don't really want to stay alone, but I also don't want to intrude on your honeymoon.
Lucy, we would love to have you join us. Rachel is right. We don't even know if a murder happened here. Somebody died here, and that is awful. Do we have to make it more awful?
All right. Listen here, you pansies. Right now, we just need a plan. First, we have Isabella's body. Who has an idea?
Well, actually, I do. So, when Jen and I were in the kitchen, we commented that this train had a very large refrigerator. I think this is because this train was meant for much longer trips than just overnight. Well, I bet we could use it for this. Well, as long as everybody's okay with dry cereal for breakfast tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, that's a start. Derek, you and Jennifer head to the kitchen and handle that. Next, did anyone have any luck getting through to the police? I'll take that as a no. Elliot, Nelson, go to the front of the train, find the conductor or engineer or someone, and find out if they successfully radioed for help.
Elliot leaped into action, eager to gain more information for the benefit of the situation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe we shouldn't ride while we walk, my friend. Follow me, let's go. This way, please, please. Come on. Excuse us. Yep.
Okay. Great. Now the rest of us are going to wait here and wait for them to get back with the information. Except for you people. If you guys want to look through the pictures, go ahead and knock yourselves out.
Owen, shouldn't you be giving the directions? Aren't you the investigator?
Yeah, well, private investigators usually work behind the scenes anyway. Once I get my brain going on a case, I tend to forget everything else going on around me. Let's get started looking at these pictures. Sydney certainly captured the whole night on this camera.
It appears someone likes to hear himself talk.
Oh, shut it. I didn't see you stepping up to taking the action. Seems like something a smart person would do.
Oh, please. Being able to bark out orders doesn't automatically qualify you as intelligent. But you did get people moving in the right direction.
Speaking of moving in the right direction, it looks like we're moving again.
Good news. We helped the kitchen staff clear the space in the cooler for Isabella's body. They're actually cooking our replacement dinner right now. No.
All right. Here's a story, my traveling friends. The operators have been in radio contact with the authorities, and they tell us to proceed to our final destination of LA. We're basically in the middle of nowhere right now. We're gonna have to put off our travel plans until we're done talking to our authority friends, but we should be done soon enough.
Miss Millen, what about your meeting? That's the entire reason we're here.
I'm sure the company will understand if we have to reschedule, given the circumstances.
This is just insane. I'm going to go and try to contact them and see if I can find any cell reception now that the train's moving again.
Hey guys, help us move Isabella's body into the pool. Lauren, come with us to see if you think we can lift the rest of the trip.
Come here.
D-
On
three,
1,
two.
2, 3. Oh.
Someone grab her scarf.
He doesn't have
Whoa,
to
watch out. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, careful, careful.
Watch that. Watch
Hey,
that.
watch your head.
Oh!
Watch your head.
Are you seriously taking pictures? What's the matter with you? She's dead.
She may be dead, but she's still gonna make me rich. You don't realize how much I'm gonna profit from this.
Seriously? That's very inappropriate. Declaring that you're going to capitalize on her murder definitely doesn't make you sound innocent. And plus, the police are going to have to confiscate that anyway when we get to Los Angeles. It's evidence.
It's private property. They'll have to give it back eventually, and I'll still be the only one with these photos.
The kitchen staff is ready to serve the meal. If you could all please vacate the dining area for a few minutes, we'll get this mess cleaned up and have dinner ready momentarily.
I'm sorry, but we better leave the dining room as is. If Isabella's death was due to foul play, there may be evidence in here that can help us find out what actually happened. So can we serve dinner somewhere else, maybe?
The lounge car is available, though there may not be enough table space. But if some people don't mind standing, it should be a fine place to serve.
Elliot was surprised at the physical strength required for the task of moving a body. Even with the assistance of Minnie, he required immediate sustenance.
What I think Elliot was trying to say is, that was much harder than we thought. Jen, can you pass me my water?
Everything looks like it'll be fine in the kitchen. It's a good thing this is a short trip. This is definitely not a long-term storage solution.
Everyone, please. We know you're probably all hungry. If you can follow us, we will show you to the lounge car and serve you dinner there.
I think I'm just gonna eat in my room. I've had enough excitement for one night.
That sounds good to me. Rachel, how about we go eat with Lucy?
Actually, a quiet dinner in my room does sound appealing. Maybe just make our plates and take them elsewhere.
That sounds good to me. What does our private investigator think?
I suppose folks could eat in the room. It's not like anyone's going anywhere.
Of course, no problem at all. Anyone wishing to dine in their quarters can collect them in the lounge and take them back to their rooms.
Excuse me. Sir, did you not hear us? We said we'll be serving dinner elsewhere. Sir, can you hear me? Sir.
Sydney, can you hear me?
Abby, it's no use. His heart stopped. He's dead.
All right, everyone. It's time we face the facts. We have 2 people dead from sudden, unexplained heart failure. It's possible to believe that one was a unique occurrence. But with 2 now, we can't deny it anymore. We have a murderer on this train. We don't know who, we don't know how, we don't know why. And if we don't find out soon, I'm afraid there could be more of us before we get to Los Angeles.
Excuse me. I need my jacket. Where's my jacket? Oh my gosh.
Elliot, what are you doing?
Your expression is most captivating. You look despondent. Elliot sat across the table from the despondent young woman. She sat in silence, quietly clinging to the small golden trinket in her hand. Elliot wondered at the significance of the small golden piece.
Isabella gave it to me. I didn't even realize I was playing with it.
The young woman was clearly deeply affected by the sudden death of her close friend and employer.
Isabella wasn't just a close friend, she was my best friend. I don't know if I'm angry or sad or frightened or what I'm feeling.
Despondent.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really don't understand.
Hey, Jillian, I didn't see you come in. What do you mean?
How can you say Isabella was your best friend when she didn't seem to care at all about anyone?
It's hard to explain. I think sometimes success can do things in people. Isabella never cared about being famous. She just wanted to act. She was always the happiest when she was playing a part.
Are you saying she was pretending to be mean?
Well, Isabella's agent always told her that no one pays attention to the nice movie stars, and if she wanted to get noticed, she really needed to make a scene wherever she went. And I know it always looked like she was so mean to me, but I just know that wasn't the real her. That crazy Isabella you guys all saw, that was just her playing another part, I guess.
But didn't that bother you that she always had to be the center of attention?
I never wanted that. I like being behind the scenes. You see this necklace? Isabella gave it to me. She said it's because we did all of this together.
I really had no idea.
Most people don't, because she built her whole brand on being a stereotypical crazy movie star. I always thought she could have just made it being herself, and if she wasn't so awful to everyone, maybe she'd still be alive. Anyway, you spend a lot of time with Avery. You must see multiple sides of her personality, right?
Not really. She's pretty much the same person all the time. I like things straightforward, you know. It's really been a long day. You should go eat some dinner in the lounge car.
Well, thanks for listening. Most everyone keeps trying to interrogate me because they think I killed my best friend and the photographer who was chasing her. You're right. It has been a long night. I think I'll just skip dinner and go to bed.
Rachel, what's the matter?
Sweetheart, what's wrong? Why'd you run out of the lounge crying?
This isn't how our honeymoon was supposed to go. I wanted it to be perfect.
I know, I wanted to be perfect too.
Now when we get to Los Angeles, we'll be stuck in a police station being accused of murder instead of sightseeing and celebrating our wedding. We didn't even do anything wrong.
I know that, sweetheart, but we're all suspects here. We have to let the police do their job.
Circumstances got you down, my honeymoon friend.
Yes, this honeymoon is turning out to be a disaster.
Well, I guess it's not all that bad.
Are you serious? 2 people have been murdered and you say it's not all that bad?
Okay, true, but it wasn't either you two that got murdered. And yes, you'll have to, wait to do your travel plans, but think about it. Soon enough, you're going to have a romantic time together. And think about the story you'll have when you get back home.
Nelson has the right idea, guys. Everything will work out, for us at least, who didn't know either of the victims.
I suppose you're right, Nelson. I think we are losing sight of why we're on this trip in the first place.
Thanks, Nelson. This whole thing is just making me a little crazy, I think.
Yeah, Nelson, how is it that you keep so calm and positive? Didn't you say you had a meeting about your music? Didn't you say your plans for Los Angeles were going to get messed up or something like that?
Well, truth be told, friends, I don't have a meeting. See, I made a really good song, and I made a bunch of copies, and I sent it out to all these record labels. Heard back from 0. So I decided to go to LA anyway to make it big on my own. And if I stop being so positive, how will I have the courage to make it?
Oh, Nelson, I don't think I'd be able to just dive into something like that. I bet someone will decide to give you a chance.
Yeah, you're so determined. I bet your music is great. You want to share some of it with us?
I would love to. I left all my stuff at the table when I was during all the commotion. Follow me.
Hello, all. Jillian, have you seen Owen? I need to speak with him.
Oh, hey, business lady friend. Nah, we haven't seen him in a while. But is there anything else we can do for you?
Yeah, you don't look so good. Is everything okay?
No, I'm fine. I just lost something. I'll look around here and see if I can find it. What are you all up to in here?
Nelson was just about to play some of his music for us.
You're playing music at a table where someone was just murdered? Aren't you bothered at all by what's going on?
Miss Millen, are you okay? How can I help? What's missing?
No, Jillian, thank you. If you see Owen, please send him in my direction.
Of course.
Would you stop it? You can't just come burrowing in here and disturb the evidence. Well, never mind. Clearly, no one here seems to care that 2 people died in this location, and nothing should be disturbed until processed by the authorities. Where is that private investigator anyway? Shouldn't he be handling this?
I never said I was going to touch anything. I just left my wallet at the table. I don't think that getting my wallet will disturb the evidence. Do you? Why don't you follow me in here anyways? Don't trust me? Think I have something to hide?
Well, people eager to remove things from crime scenes seems somewhat suspicious. Besides, if you must know, I left my reading glasses on the table during all of the confusion.
Oh, so it's perfectly fine for you to come get your reading glasses, but I can't come get my wallet? Why is that? That seems pretty suspicious to me.
Because I won't barrel it through the room and disturb everything in sight.
I don't barrel anywhere.
Will you two stop it? You've been at each other's throats all night. We have much larger problems than whatever it is the 2 of you are arguing about.
Really? You 2 should take a page out of Nelson's book and get some positivity.
That isn't exactly what I meant.
Got that right.
If we could all just focus on the problem.
Come on, guys. Let's go be calm and positive elsewhere.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Yeah.
For the last time, get out of my kitchen.
We are chefs, not murderers. We had nothing to do with these deaths.
We ain't accusing y'all of murders. We're just concerned about the safety of our passengers. We have to get to the bottom of this.
And do you think it's very safe to keep the bodies in my cooler?
We emptied the cooler before we put the bodies in it. There's no danger to the passengers there.
Hey, Julian, what's up? Did you come to help us look for clues?
No, actually, I think I just lost my phone during all the commotion. Did you put the second body in the cooler?
Unfortunately, they did. It's completely unacceptable.
Listen, for the last time, we didn't do anything that would have put our passengers.
Guys, stop.
Oh, look, here are people to invade my kitchen.
We are not here to invade your kitchen. We're actually just coming to tell you how much we enjoyed the dinner we just had.
What are all of you doing in here?
We were looking for some clues in the kitchen.
Well, sort of. I'm convinced the deaths had to do with something the victims ate.
Oh, and I need to
We
speak with
already
you.
told you, there are virtually no foods that would cause this to happen in the kitchen. You looked in there. Did you find any dangerous foods?
We all ate the same thing. And take it from two people who work in a kitchen, when you have an event like this where all the food is the same and all the dishes are the same, it's pretty much impossible to tell which plate is going to which table.
And do you really think the kitchen staff just decided to put dangerous food on just 2 plates? And even if they did,
Hey!
I'm not saying that you did. I'm just saying it would be such a coincidence for it to end up on the intended victim's plates.
I see what you're saying. Well, what about the waitstaff, though? They served each person individually, and they were in the dining room the whole time the meal was being served. Plenty of time to see where each person was sitting.
We've been in and out of the kitchen about a dozen times by now. And the trays get handed to the waitstaff and then out the door. When do they have time to sabotage the food?
Also, didn't Isabella and Sydney sit at 2 different tables? Did 2 separate waiters decide to commit murder?
Okay, I get it. The food theory doesn't quite add up.
Well, if you're all quite satisfied, we will be returning to the kitchen without all of you. Ugh.
Something's missing. What's missing?
Owen, I need to speak with you.
I know what's missing.
What are you talking about?
Owen said something is missing, and I know what it is.
You do?
Don't need to sound so surprised.
I didn't mean it that way. I just.
Okay, enough. Mike, what are we missing?
It seems to me that you all are getting too hung up about finding out the how and not finding out the why. People died. We got that. It happened here in the dining car. We got that too. So now you spent the whole night chasing around a food theory that hasn't gotten you anywhere. You can only try to make a layup so many times without any success before you have to switch plays and go for an outside three-point shot. So you got to back up, reassess, and you got to take another approach to the problem.
Elliot.
Wait, you think Elliot's the one that killed him?
No, Elliot can tell us what's missing.
I don't follow you.
Okay, you know how Elliot's always writing down everything he sees? He was in here during dinner taking notes the entire time. He's sitting here writing right now. I bet he could help us remember what everybody was doing.
You're right, Abby. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I bet if you took the photos from Sydney's camera and the notes from Elliot's notebook, you could practically paint any picture of everything that happened in the room tonight. Well, where is Sydney's camera anyway?
I remember seeing it over here on the table when we moved his body. Hey, the camera isn't here.
What? Well, where'd it go?
So many people have been in and out of the room that anyone could have picked it up and no one would be the wiser.
Maybe Elliot could tell us that too. What do you say, Elliot?
Elliot was displeased to have his writing disturbed. However, he recognized the importance his notes could have in solving the mysterious murders that occurred, especially in light of the disappearance of the photographer's camera, which created a large gap in the quest for visual evidence.
I believe that was a yes.
Jennifer, let's go see if we can find the camera.
No. All of us are staying right here until we figure this thing out.
But if we
I
went
know,
to go...
I know. Not everyone is here. But Mike was on to something earlier. The people who are in this room right now have been trying like crazy to figure this thing out. And either all of us are the best actors ever, or we're the ones that genuinely don't have anything to hide. But either way, let's get started looking at these notes and maybe focus on the people who haven't been trying to solve the crime.
Owen, I need to speak with you privately now.
What's going on, Avery? You don't look so good.
Avery, I don't mean to intrude, but if you're feeling sick at all, we really need to.
No, I'm fine. Actually, Lauren, good thing you're here. So, you both know that I work at a pharmaceutical company, and that I'm going to Los Angeles with samples for a presentation, right?
Right.
Well, when the train suddenly stopped, when there was that rock slide on the tracks, I decided to check on my samples, and everything seemed to be fine. But later, after dinner, I decided to check on the samples again. But when I opened it, I saw that one of the vials was missing.
What?
Avery, this is not good. What does it contain?
Oh, that's the worrisome part. It's a new medication my company is developing to help patients who are at risk for heart failure. It hasn't been widely tested yet.
So what you're saying is we have a missing vial of untested heart medication on a train where 2 people have been found dead due to heart failure?
Oh my goodness.
What is it?
Avery's missing a medicine that causes heart failure.
Are you serious? When are we going to share that information with the rest of us?
This new development's most exciting.
Owen, your whole let's focus on everybody else in the room theory was crazy. This woman clearly had the means to commit these murders and the opportunity. The focus should have been on her this entire time. She was at the same table as Isabella, who was rude to her.
Do you genuinely think she would have brought this to our attention if she was the one that committed the crime?
Maybe that was her plan, to make us think she was innocent.
But Derek, from what I'm reading here, Avery was nowhere near Sydney at any point in the evening. And I believe it's far-fetched to think that there are 2 separate murderers.
This case is so stupid.
Eric, wait.
Let's just give those 2 minutes. Avery, tell us more about this medication. I think it's safe to assume that this is the best lead we've had so far for a cause of death.
Well, like I said, its primary function is to help patients who have heart problems by regulating heart function. For someone who is sick, too little would be ineffective, but too much could be very dangerous.
So what would happen if somebody without a heart problem took it?
It would be safe to presume that the same would hold true for a healthy person. A small amount would likely go unnoticed, but a large dose could lead to serious heart problems.
What characteristics does this medication itself have? Could someone notice they were taking it, or could it be hidden somehow?
Actually, that's where my company is focusing our research. All the medicines I'm taking today are in liquid form with no added colorings or flavor. We're trying to develop a new line of medication for people who have trouble swallowing traditional medication.
That's a great idea. I bet it'd be useful for animals too.
Abby, focus.
Wait. So if you claim it wasn't you, who else had access to your case?
That's the thing. The case never left my possession, and I'm the only one with the key to the case, and I have it right here. The only times all night that the case were opened were right after the rock slide and just now in my room.
Sorry about before, everyone. I'm pretty on edge. I thought we could all use some water. Anyone?
Sure. Thanks, guys.
Elliot was parched from excitement and welcomed some refreshment.
Sounds good to me.
Don't drink
Drink
that.
that.
What? Why?
Water glasses. That's got to be what's happened.
If the medicine is a liquid, it could be very easily added to a beverage.
And the medications are designed to have very little coloring or taste. No one would even know they were drinking it.
And right before both deaths occurred, many of us were sipping water.
Wait, I don't remember drinking anything before Sydney's death.
It's not quite as clear, but remember those who had helped move Isabel's body came back in and had some water?
Wait, good catch. So now we just need to figure out who got a hold of the medicine and got close enough to both people to put it in their water.
We still need to find Cindy's camera too.
I'm positive this notebook will continue to be a valuable resource. If we continue to look through it, I'm sure we'll figure out who had the opportunity.
We might not need the notebook.
I think you may be right.
Attention passengers, we'll be arriving in Los Angeles in approximately 10 minutes. Please be prepared to leave all belongings on board when exiting until the authorities have had the opportunity to survey the scene and speak to everyone individually. Thank you.
Do y'all have an idea of what happened?
Tell us.
Okay, everyone. We have 10 minutes until we get to Los Angeles. Grab that notebook and let's get to work. Now that we know exactly what we're looking for, we can catch the murderer by surprise when we get there, if we all work together. Are you all in?
Go team!
Flight 18 from Salt Lake City has just arrived on platform 4. Just arrived, West Coast 518.
These folks, all belongings must stay on the train until we can conduct an adequate search. Right this way. Let's try to do this as quickly as possible. Stay together. Sir, your guitar. Madam, your book. You with the bag. Please, folks, all belongings must stay on the train.
While wanting to follow the officer's wishes, Elliot was dismayed at the prospect of being separated from his writing supplies during what promised to be an exciting series of events. He also failed to comprehend how a guitar and a marine studies book could pertain to the details of this particular investigation.
What?
He doesn't like to be separated from his writing supplies, but I can put my book back in the other car. Nelson, I can take your guitar if you'd like. Do you need me to take your case, Avery?
That won't be necessary, Abby. I'll be handing my case straight to the police.
Miss Millen, you're handing your samples over to the police. Don't you think you should keep them with you?
Nonsense. You heard the officers. Everything on this train car is evidence. And I wouldn't want to complicate the officers' investigation by giving them a case that they couldn't even open. Here are my pharmaceutical samples. along with the key to the case.
Hello, officers. Let me introduce myself. My name is Owen Casey, private investigator. I wanted to deliver this evidence straight to you, along with that silver case. In that bag, you will find a notepad, which belonged to our resident writer, Elliot Williams, which I think you will find very helpful in reconstructing the activities on the train during the journey. Also in that bag is a camera, which belonged to Sidney Bennett, our deceased paparazzo, who was constantly taking pictures up until he died.
You found the camera?
That's awesome. Where was it?
I didn't even know our photographer's camera was gone.
Wow, that was a stroke of luck for us. The poor guy might actually help his own murder.
Exactly. If he was still alive, he could have solved his own murder. However, you did say the camera is missing. Where did you find it?
Actually, Sydney's camera was never missing. The camera I brought along to record my upcoming lecture looks very much like Sydney's. My camera's missing. This one was under his dinner table the whole time.
I took the opportunity to go back through Sidney's camera, and I discovered one clear as day picture of Isabella's murderer poisoning her water glass.
He did? Wait, poison? But who?
At first, we all suspected Sidney did it, but after a while, we noticed that everyone was fine. At first, we thought she might have hurt herself when the train suddenly stopped, but the doctor here confirmed that she wasn't hurt at all.
That's true. I checked on everyone after the train had stopped, and no one was injured.
Who was it? Who poisoned Isabella?
So, at first we thought Sidney did it, but of course he denied that and said that we could go through his photos and see if we could find any helpful pictures.
And he's the other person who is deceased?
That's when we realized we were wrong about Sidney being the murderer. After Sidney died, we knew we had to look at other potential suspects.
Avery, you weren't even with the people who tried to figure out who killed Sydney and Isabella. Derek, Jennifer, and Lauren all went with Owen to look for clues. So how'd you end up being the one who figured it out?
I realized that I was carrying a whole case worth of potential danger. After the rock slide, I checked on the samples and everything was fine. But later, I decided to check on them again. And when I opened it, I saw that a vial of medication was missing.
Wait. You're missing dangerous medicine? We gotta find it. The rest of you guys could be in danger.
Your medicine poisoned Isabella? It was you. It must have been you. No one else had access to your case. Plus, you sat right by her at dinner. And you just said in front of everyone here that you opened the case right before she died. I can't believe you tried to make me feel better after you killed her.
Lucy, listen, we thought the same thing at first as well. But when we went back through Elliot's notes, we realized she was nowhere near Sydney at any point in the evening. She couldn't have killed him, and she didn't kill Isabella.
But there was one other person who was at the table with you and Isabella. One other person who had handled the open case of medicine. And the only person who was near both Isabella and Sidney right before their deaths.
Jillian!
Going somewhere?
Gotta be quicker than that to surprise me.
Fine, you figured it out. It was me.
Jillian, I don't believe this. How could you?
I was so angry at the way that Isabella treated us at the train station when we were buying our tickets and again at dinner. She was so rude to everyone. I mean, what did she think gave her the right to talk down to us? To all of us. Fame doesn't give people the right to act that way.
That's why you killed her? You were angry about her insults?
No, all I wanted to do was embarrass her. When I found out Sidney was going to be on the train and he was going to be taking pictures, I thought, what would bring Isabella down a notch? She was so worried about looking her best and being better than everybody else that I figured a couple of pictures of her getting sick on the train would be just the thing to ruin her perfect Hollywood image.
So you poisoned her to make her sick.
When Avery opened the case after the train stopped, I slipped out the vial that was closest to me and I slipped it in her water. That way, Sidney could take her photos of her getting sick and everything would work out the way I wanted it to.
I can't believe this. How many times have I told you that we work with dangerous items? What were you thinking?
And why kill Sidney? He was going to sell off the embarrassing pictures of Isabella just like you had planned.
Well, when Sidney was talking about selling off the photos, I realized it didn't matter what happened to Isabella and it didn't matter what happened to Sidney. Isabella was still going to get famous and Sidney was still going to get rich off of her fame.
So you killed him.
Well, when Owen and Sidney were talking about going through the camera and finding the pictures of the murder, I knew I had to get the camera, but he never put the camera down. So, when I had the best opportunity, I slipped the rest of the vial in his water glass.
You knew it was going to kill him, and you did it anyway?
And for nothing, I snuck back to get the camera, only found out I have someone else's camera. I didn't even know anybody else had a camera.
That's because nobody else did have a camera.
I was wondering why he kept calling his empty water glass a camera. I'm glad I just went along with it.
Avery and I figured out that Jillian was the only one who had access to the case of pharmaceuticals, and that she must have been the murderer. And Holly went back to Elliot's notes to find out that Jillian must also have Sydney's camera. But we knew she would never give it up unless we tricked her into it.
We decided that if we pretended we had Sydney's camera, it would make Jillian nervous enough to confess. And we were right.
So I didn't actually have a picture of a murderer killing anyone. And you did have Sydney's camera.
I mean, now that you confessed in front of everyone, it doesn't really matter if you have a camera or not.
You're under arrest. Let's go.
Well, folks, we're still going to have to ask all you guys to come out of the station. But since we have the murderer and the confession, we should, if you guys aren't going to wait soon enough. If you follow me, we have cars waiting to take you downtown.
Nice work, everyone. Abby, brilliant idea with that camera as well.
Abby, I know I said I didn't want to work on this trip, but obviously this trip had other plans. You're a great asset throughout all the chaos. I'm sure you'll make a great vet tech.
That means so much. I learned a lot about keeping cool under pressure from you. You know, during an animal emergency.
I do hate to admit it, but you had some very effective insight throughout this investigation. Perhaps I underestimated you.
That'll teach you to judge a book by its cover.
Never did hear what your college degree is in, Mike.
Get this one. Criminal justice.
Well, this is all very surprising.
You're already down this stuff.
I'll say, what a way to start our honeymoon.
Jennifer, you and Derek worked so well together to solve this crazy case.
You're right. We work a lot better together when we're not fighting.
You're right. We need to focus on keeping ourselves on track, listening to each other, and helping each other on the restaurant instead of working against each other.
If I may, cooking friends, I know a fabulous musician who happens to be looking for a line of work and is very good at keeping people calm and collected.
Come on, Nelson. Let's talk terms in the car.
Hey, Lucy.
Hi, Avery.
You coming?
Yes, I just can't believe all this happened. I'm sorry I thought you killed Isabella.
To be honest, I feel somewhat responsible. I should have been more careful with who I trusted to be my assistant and handle the samples.
No, you couldn't have known. I don't think anyone would have guessed it. I mean, I know I didn't.
You know, this may not be the best time, but I find myself needing a new assistant. Someone who has a good mind for business, good organizational skills, and who's good at following directions. Someone who might be in need of employment.
Me? You want me to be your assistant?
I know you have a lot on your plate handling Isabella's affairs, but once things settle down, give me a call. Salt Lake City's a great place to live.
I will. Elliot, come on.
Elliot realized that he was the last one remaining on the boarding platform. Before joining the others, he reflected on the bizarre series of events that befell him and his fellow passengers on West Coast 518. It was unlikely that any of their lives would truly remain the same. Friendships torn apart, new relationships forged, old relationships made stronger, and new opportunities presented. Man, I'm the best writer ever. What an amazing story this is going to make.
I'm going to read this right this time. As you can tell, the students put a lot of work in their performance. And I will need to say thank you for all of you guys. You did an awesome job. I'm very proud of you. Definitely very proud of you. I do want to thank Mr. McCall for his help in the scenery, and Mr. Priest, and all the boys that helped. There's people in the back and people up there with the mics and sound and stuff. They did an awesome job. If we can give them a round of applause. You guys did great. You did awesome. And second, I want to take a moment to thank my my extra hands, my peeps, the ones that helped me make this this presentation a reality. That's Miss Taylor Doss and Miss Carly Quintero and Miss Madison Stapert. I am blessed to be able to work with them. It's amazing. Thank you, guys. And now I could have had the stagehands and I could have had my helpers, but we wouldn't have had a performance without these kids. They're great. And you have to understand, like, you think, well, they're kids, they have plenty of time. They don't. These kids, some of them have jobs, some of them played sports. I don't know, they had millions of things to do. And finding practice times and learning their lines, they had to do a lot of it on their own. But it all came together, and we just praise the Lord and stuff. So, but I'm very thankful to have worked with all of them. And hopefully I'll get to work with some of you next year again. But there are 10 of these kids that won't be with us next year because they're seniors. And I love them so much. So if my seniors can stand forward so we can just give you an extra special clap. All the kids are amazing, and it's been great to learn them. The seniors I know a little bit more. Juan Andrews in there, and so I know his friends and everyone else, and just been part of their lives for a few years. So I will definitely miss them, and they've been a joy. We have great students at Urban, we really do, and I'm thankful to be here with them.
Well, my mom has had a lot of work this whole year getting this play to come together, but she has done a lot of work herself, and I would just like to, on behalf of me, myself, and the love that I have for her and the work that she does in balancing school and on top of it, the play and coming to all my games, I really appreciate her. So on behalf of myself and the crew, I'd like to give you a card and a flower and say I love you, Mom.
One last thing, that was weird. One last thing. We can take some pictures. We do want a picture, like the whole cast, nice picture, one with the seniors, and if you want one with your family. After that, we have to get this church back. It's a church, and so we have to get it back. So if anybody can stay and help the crew here, because we do everything, right? And so we have to get it all back. If you can help us do that, that would be awesome. But thank you again for attending, and we appreciate it. Have a great night.